What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, y'all, we gonna be revealing, I believe this is our first time revealing our pay. You know, we came home for home time for Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So this check, I only was able to do 3 loads. Normally I do 4 a week. 3 to 4 is normal, but I know I could have squeezed in 1 more this week. But we had to come home for Thanksgiving and, you know, spend time with family and things like that. So that being said, this dropped off on the first load dropped off on a Monday, and like I said, Thanksgiving was that Thursday, and I didn't feel like going back out because where I parked my trailer, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of variables that wasn't allowing me to get 1 more load in. But sometimes stuff like that happens, sometimes it don't. But like I said, I normally try to go for 4 loads a week. I started out this week pretty rough, with a rough load, but it put me in a good market. Last week was a hot market. I don't know what was going on, you guys, but it was like 600, 700 loads going out of there. It paid sucky to get there, but it paid off at the end. At the end, I will reveal our rate per mile and all that good stuff, you guys. Man, at least you're gonna go through this. So,
yes.
All right, so we'll go ahead and hit this first load, you guys. We went from Fort Worth, Texas to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, 1,000 miles, y'all. 1,037 miles. Gross pay was $1,500. I already know what y'all saying, that ain't nothing. And I get paid at a 90% rate. Net pay $1,350. So I don't go based off the net pay, you guys. I go based off, you know, what the load pays me. I don't calculate the 7% when I'm booking the load. Yeah, that may help, but I don't do it. But this load paid like $1.50 a mile, it was like $1.40 a mile, I think. I was already about 18 minutes from the pickup, so I just went ahead and got it, and that was really like the only thing. It wasn't the only thing I could find I delivered in Grand Prairie, but it was like, I'm right here, you know what I'm saying? I might as well go ahead and pick it up and take it up there. And I was talking to the broker, and the going rate was like $14.75 or something like that, and I was trying to get it for $16. But I started at like 18 and started working my way down. But he was at like 1,200, so we met kind of in the middle. And he was like, "It's a great time to be in Milwaukee right now." And I was like, "Really?" I said, "Let me go check Milwaukee out." I was like, "Dang, it's like good loads coming out of there, pretty decent stuff coming out of there, $2 a mile." And that's what I'm looking for, $2 a mile type of stuff. So I just got this load to put us in a better situation. So this took us up to Milwaukee. We dropped off in Milwaukee, and the day before that, I went ahead and booked my second load. So the grand order total on this one, you guys, and we're gonna try to put this in the video. Hopefully y'all can see it. Mm-hmm. The grand total on that was $895.42. That's just for that load with the deductions of the trailer and things like that, and the 90%. I have to pay 7% in trailer rental, but they cover everything. If I have a tire blowout, leaks, damage to the trailer, anything, they cover it.
Yeah.
All right, so we can go ahead and do 2.
The second load?
Yeah, we had a 60-mile deadhead from Milwaukee, you guys, to go pick this up in Fond du Lac.
Okay, so we went from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin to Brownsburg, Indiana. The loaded mile was 332 miles, and the rate for that one was $1,020. With the 90% taken out, it would have been $918. As you can see the 7%, and then of course you have to pay for fuel. Our order total for that was $518.79 for that load.
The rate per mile on that one was pretty good, you guys. It was like I think it was over $250 a mile. So we did very good on that. Even with deadhead, I was still balling with like over $250 a mile, you guys. So that's what I'm saying. You take a sucky load where you gotta, you know,
where the
good stuff is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. You take it up to where all the good stuff is and things like that. And as long as you make it up for it on your next load, then you good. Try to keep your average of $2 a mile. You know what I'm saying? Then you work from there. Mm-hmm. Now this last load, it went from Richmond, Indiana. That was about another, I think it was actually a long deadhead, you guys. I think it was like 80-mile deadhead. Went from Richmond, Indiana to Albany, Albany, Georgia. We was trying to get back home, you guys.
Yeah, for the holidays.
We don't live too far from Albany, so we was trying to get back home, and this load was paying very good. Go ahead and break down what it was paying you.
Okay, so the total mile for this one was 719 miles. Our rate, what do you call it? Our pay, our pay for this was $1,800. The 90% would have been $1,620, and of course the 7% that you see right there. And so our total, including deducting fuel and their fees and stuff like that, our order total was $1,309.91 for that.
And this one right here was still over $2 a mile. It was like, even with dead, it was like $230, $240, and plus I got down there pretty quick. I got down there literally like the next day, kind of it was like a day and a half.
Yeah.
But I literally I was able to sleep at home, so we just came home for a couple of days. Then I just got back up Monday morning and just drove it and delivered it. Got unloaded super quick.
Yes.
They were very fast.
15 minutes.
It was a guy there before me, and there was another guy. It was a guy there before me, and then we arrived, and then they went on ahead and unloaded us and everything like that. I did get hit with tolls for the month before, you guys. October tolls came out to be $68, so it wasn't too bad. Pre-pass, $4. Bobtail and physical damage insurance was $28, and cargo and liability was $143, and occupational accident was $28, you guys.
Is that for me?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not for you. And then also we have the EOD charge, which was $20, and then you have the toll deduction for I believe that's part of my pre-pass as well, and then that was $8, you guys. So order to pay after they took out their money, the company I'm leased to. So the total miles was 2,088 for the week. The gross pay was $43.20 at a rate of 90%, came out to be $3,888. Then you get all your deductions out, trailer rental, before tax deductions, all that stuff. Came out to be a net pay of
$2,461.77.
So for us, you guys, like I said, I could have squeezed in one more. I definitely know I could have pushed 3,000, or at least minimum of 27, 28. That's normally why I shoot for it every single week, is that if I'm not coming up home time and stuff like that, if it's just I'm running, I'm good, I normally try to shoot for about 27, 28, around there. That's where I want to be at.
Yeah.
Like I said, we had to come home early, so it is what it is. But this is a weekly recap of that. Like I said, that 43.20, not too hard, especially when you only did 3 loads. Not too bad, sorry. Especially when you only did 3 loads, you guys. So, yeah. So what you think? Should we do this more, like every now and then?
Yeah, like I would say it's very cool to see how it breaks down and stuff like that, and you can see how much, like you can see, I can't, okay, how can I explain this? I get what you're saying. You can see that you can start off rough, but once you put yourself in a better predicament, in a better area where loads are plentiful, it brings your total rate per mile for that week.
It's kind of like a game, y'all. Once you learn the game, it'll get easier and easier. Like I told y'all, I've been doing it a year and a half now, and I get better all the time, you guys. Sometimes I have bad weeks where I miscalculate stuff all the time. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect, but you just gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep striving. If y'all like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. We will try to do more of these weekly breakdowns. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one.